Kagonye yuko kule akifuatilia kesi ya mauaji ya Tob Cohen. Mkewe marehemu Tob Cohen, Sarah Cohen, amefikishwa katika mahakama ya Kibra kushtakiwa kwa mara ya pili kuhusiana na mauaji ya mumewe. Mwakilishi ama mawakili wamejadili kuhusu uchunguzi wa afya yake ya akili na iwapo yuko katika hali shwari kukabiliwa na mashtaka. Kagonye, unaweza kutufahamisha kwa sasa hivi ni kipi ambacho kimejiri toka asubuhi? Maana tunafahamu kwamba Sarah Cohen aliweza kukamatwa jana ili kufikishwa katika mahakama hiyo leo hii. Baada ya kufikishwa mahakamani, kipi kimejiri katika mahakama hiyo ya Kibra na kesi hii iko mbele ya jaji gani?
Thank you very much, Suleiman. We are coming to you live from the Kibera Law Courts, where Sarah Cohen was supposed to take plea for the murder of her husband, Tob Cohen, on July 19th and 20th, 2019. It will be remembered that she was charged with the murder, but the now boss of the National Intelligence Service, when he served back then as the Director of Public Prosecutions, Mr. Nurdin Haji, withdrew the murder charge against Sarah Cohen, and she was freed. And then he recommended that an inquest take place at the magistrate's court in Milimani, but for some weird reason or reason that are not known to us, the inquest never really kicked off. But she was arrested yesterday evening. She was detained at the Kilimani police station, where she spent the night, and today she was brought to court. And the main point of argument between the prosecution led by Mr. Vincent Monda and the defense team led by Conrad Maloba and John Maina was whether she should take plea. She should undergo a mental health assessment for her to enable her to take a plea for the murder, because the DPP, Mr. Renson Ingonga, reviewed the file, and he said that there is sufficient evidence to charge her with the murder of Tob Cohen. So today she was appearing before Justice Kavetsa Diana Mochache. And she did not take plea because that was the main issue of argument, whether she should take she should undergo mental health assessment, which the judge has said that she will make the ruling next week on 29th on whether she will allow for the prosecution to proceed with charging her with the murder of Tob Cohen, or whether she will have to undergo the mental health assessment. Yeri.
Kagonye, labda uweze kutufahamisha ina umuhimu gani kwa mtu ambaye anafikishwa mahakamani kuweza kuangaliwa iwapo ana uwezo wa kiakili kujibu mashtaka haya ya mauaji dhidi yake?
In terms of mental health assessment, it's very key in terms of proving sufficiently a charge against an accused person on whether they murdered person or they didn't. Anytime a person is being charged with murder, they have to undergo the mental health assessment, because insanity are proper grounds to dismiss a case against an accused person, especially murder cases. And this is not the first time. It has been happening in the country. We've had cases where someone was charged and then in between with murder and actually convicted, but then when they appeal to the higher court, in this case this was the higher court, if they go to the court of appeal, you realize that some of these cases are actually thrown out because the court holds that this person was charged, yet their mental health status was not fit. They were not fit to stand trial. So it's very important, because it could hold key on whether she walks scot-free or whether she gets to take plea, and if convicted, she gets to spend time in jail.
Kwamba Sarah Cohen hakuwa ameshtakiwa peke yake katika ile kesi ya awali. Kipi kimebadilika kutoka mwaka 2019 mpaka mwaka 2025 ndio sasa hivi aweze kufunguliwa kesi, na wale wenzake ambao walikuwa wanatajwa labda alihusika nao katika mauaji haya wametajwa katika yale mashtaka ambayo yamewasilishwa, ama jina ni lake peke yake kwa sasa?
In terms of Peter Karanja, who was charged alongside Sarah Cohen in the year 2019, today his name did come up in court. He was mentioned a number of times by the defense team, and they were arguing on why today now Wairimu is supposed to stand trial. Yet the DPP, the DPP is the office. We cannot just stand and blame Mr. Haji for the withdrawal of that case. So they are arguing and saying that the DPP is the one who went ahead and withdrew that file and withdrew the murder murder charge against Sarah Cohen. So why today? That one we are yet to know. And also today, the proceedings in court did not allow us to get an overview of what to expect, because today was just the plea taking. The arguments were basically around her mental health assessment. So we didn't get to know what the prosecution has or what reasons they have as to why Peter Karanja is not part of these proceedings.
Asante sana. Huyu ni mwenzangu Fred Kagonya ambaye yuko katika mahakama ya Kibra, mahakama kuu, kuweza kusikiliza ile kesi inayofungamana na Sarah Cohen, ambapo anastahiki kufunguliwa mashtaka ya mauaji, na leo alitakiwa kuweza kuitikia au kukana mashtaka dhidi yake, lakini kumekuwa na malumbano kati ya mawakili kuhusiana na iwapo ameweza kutathminiwa hali yake ya kiakili, na hilo ndio swala ambalo litaweza kubainishwa tarehe 29 mwezi Januari, ambapo mahakama hiyo itarudi tena kusikiliza malalamishi hayo na pia maombi hayo.